Have you ever wondered how your biggest failures are secretly holding back your success? Today, I'll show you how to turn those setbacks into unstoppable power. First, we'll see why failure isn't the end but the first step toward success. Then, I'll reveal the mindset shift every winner uses. And finally, the exact strategy champions apply to turn setbacks into epic comebacks. Remember, failure doesn't break you. It rebuilds you stronger. Before we dive in, know this. Failure is not final. It's feedback. Accept it, learn from it, and rise higher. And at the end, I'll share the secret tool legends use to bounce back faster than anyone else. So don't miss it. Let's be honest, failure hurts. Maybe you started a business that didn't work out. Maybe you applied for your dream job and got rejected. Or maybe the relationship you thought would last forever suddenly ended. Sounds familiar? Because almost all of us, especially in our late 20s, 30s, or even 40s, have been there. But here's the truth. Failure doesn't mean you're not capable. It only means you're on the same journey that every successful person has walked before you. Think about J.K. Rowling. Her Harry Potter manuscript was rejected 12 times before it became the most famous book series in the world. Or take Oprah, fired from her first TV job, yet she turned into one of the most powerful women in media. Your story may not be the same, but the pain of failure is universal, and so is the possibility of turning it into power. Here's the shift you need to make. Stop looking at failure as the end of your story and start seeing it as the beginning of a new chapter. Failure is not a dead end, it's a detour. It's not rejection, it's redirection. Think of it this way. Failure equals feedback. Every failed attempt is simply giving you data about what doesn't work, so you can move closer to what does. Here's the formula. Failure, lesson, improvement. Success psychologists call this the growth mindset. People who see challenges as lessons instead of roadblocks are the ones who rise faster and go further. So, the next time life knocks you down, don't ask, "Why me?" Instead ask, "What is this teaching me?" That one question can transform your entire future. Now that you understand the mindset shift, let's move into the most practical part, a step-by-step framework to turn your failures into your biggest power. This isn't theory. This is exactly how successful people, from entrepreneurs to athletes, turn setbacks into comebacks. Step 1. Accept failure. The very first step is simple but not easy. Accept your failure. Most people waste months or even years denying what happened, blaming others, or feeling ashamed. But legends take ownership. The faster you say, "Yes, I failed and it's okay," the faster you can start moving again. Remember, failure is an event, not your identity. Step 2. Analyze and learn. Every failure is data. Treat it like a report card. Ask yourself, what exactly went wrong? Was it timing? Was it lack of preparation? Or was it simply the wrong strategy? Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Learning is only possible if you're willing to study your mistakes. Step 3. Reframe the story. This step is powerful. Reframe your story. Stop telling yourself, "I'm a loser, I messed up, I'm not capable." Instead, tell yourself, "This is my training ground. This is shaping me into who I need to be." Legends don't see failure as rejection. They see it as redirection. The story you tell yourself determines the life you live. Step 4. Take small actions. Once you've learned and reframed, it's time to take action. Small, consistent steps. Don't try to rebuild your empire overnight. If your business failed, start with a small side hustle. If you lost a job, upgrade one skill. If your relationship ended, focus on one small habit of self-growth. Small steps create momentum, and momentum creates confidence. Step 5. Consistency and patience. This is where most people give up. They want instant results. But success doesn't work that way. Legends are built through repetition. Just like going to the gym, one workout won't change you, but 6 months of steady training will transform you completely. The same applies to life and business. Consistency beats talent every single time. Step 6. Celebrate progress. Finally, don't wait until the big victory to celebrate. Every small win counts. If you went from rejection to one new opportunity, celebrate. If you went from debt to saving your first $100, celebrate. Why? Because small wins fuel your motivation to keep going, and the journey of success is nothing more than a collection of small victories stacked together. Now let's ground this framework in reality, because theory is easy, but you need proof that it actually works. Take Steve Jobs. He was fired from the very company he created, Apple. Imagine the pain of being rejected by your own creation. But instead of quitting, he built new companies like Pixar and Next. Later, he came back to Apple and transformed it into the most valuable brand in the world. His failure wasn't the end, it was the turning point. Or consider J.K. Rowling. Before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon, 12 different publishers rejected her manuscript. She was broke, depressed, and raising her child alone. But she didn't give up. Today, she's one of the most successful authors in history. Her rejection letters became the foundation of her empire. And then there's Oprah. Early in her career, she was told she was unfit for television. That failure could have crushed her. Instead, she used it as fuel. Today, she's not only a billionaire, but one of the most influential voices in the world. But let me bring it closer to home. Ordinary people too. Think of someone who lost their job during an economic crisis. Instead of staying stuck, they learned a new skill, like digital marketing, coding, or e-commerce. Within months, they rebuilt their income, sometimes even stronger than before. These stories prove one thing: failure is never the end. It's the setup for your comeback. Here's the truth I want you to take away. Your failure isn't the end. It's the blueprint for your future success. Every rejection, every mistake, every painful setback is actually shaping you into the person you are meant to become. So the next time you fall, don't see it as defeat. See it as training. See it as your preparation for greatness. Because legends are not built in comfort. They are built in failure, fire, and persistence. Now I want you to do something powerful. Think of the biggest failure in your life right now. Instead of calling it your end, call it your foundation. Write in the comments, "My failure is my power." And remember, this is not just motivation, it's action. Every step you take from this moment is building your legend.